Hey guys, welcome back to a new Ninjago video here on the channel. My name is TannerFishies. In today's video, we're going to be talking about episode 12 of Ninjago Crystallized, entitled The Council of the Crystal King. In this video, my plan is to give you guys my quick thoughts on this episode, talk about some things that I enjoyed, some things that I really didn't care for, and finally at the very end of the video, I will give the episode a score out of 10. Also, this video will in fact contain spoilers for the episode at hand and my own opinions. You have been warned. So this episode is the big finale, I guess you could say, of the first part of Ninjago Crystallized. I'm kind of confused as to how LEGO is trying to distribute these episodes, but basically after disguising himself as the mechanic, Lloyd somehow breaks into the Crystal King's meeting spot, at least to meet up with the other members of the Crystal King's Council, which of course consists of characters like Pythor, Esphira, Vangelis, but also among their ranks you have Mr. F, who really didn't get any setup prior to this episode, which of course is not a fault of the episode itself, more like it's the fault of the entire season. But yes, he's here too, and the main goal of this episode is to unmask the kabuki masked individual, who in fact is this person and what does he or she want. First of all though, in terms of good stuff, I really enjoyed how this episode was paced. Really good stuff all around, very entertaining. We have a battle between the ninja and the real mechanic after he does indeed break loose through a minor plot convenience that we'll kind of touch on later. But in terms of that battle, I enjoyed it. The ninja are trying their best to survive in the subway while also battling the mechanic, who seems to be able to outclass all four of them at once, all four of the original ninja, while Lloyd attempts to figure out who exactly the Crystal King is and infiltrate the entire council, as I've said. And in terms of that whole fiasco, it pretty much went as well as you'd expect. I mean, Lloyd pretty much gets found out almost immediately, which kind of got rid of any tension that could have been felt by this episode. Again, because the mechanic actually escaped the ninja's custody due to a very convenient plot device of the mechanic breaking free and Cole and the other ninja mysteriously not hearing him escape. I didn't buy that very much, but I'm kind of getting ahead of myself. The episode is very, very good, ultimately culminating in a big reveal, which is, the masked individual, the kabuki masked figure, again, spoilers, is in fact Harumi, which we pretty much expected. A lot of us pretty much expected Harumi's grand return, and sure enough, she's back in the flesh, and Lloyd is just as confused as everybody else. I imagine we will find out what exactly Harumi has been up to these past several years later on in the season, but yes, that reveal was very, very dramatic, but very well done. I loved seeing Harumi back in action. Speaking of villains back in action, the actual villains taking on Lloyd teaming up is pretty terrifying because these villains work really well together. And the villains, like I said, do work really well together. This, of course, being the first major glimpse of the Crystal King's Council, I was not disappointed. In terms of bad stuff though, like I said, plot conveniences all around. The mechanic's arm drops on the floor, nobody hears it. What the heck's the deal with that? Couldn't tell you. Lloyd getting found out way too quickly was also kind of annoying. I would have preferred maybe Lloyd stick around as the fake mechanic for a little bit longer, maybe even the entire next episode, but this season is formatted in such a way where the time doesn't really allow for that to happen, which is kind of disappointing. But again, that's not really the fault of the episode, it's more of the fault of the season itself and how it's structured. Overall though, this episode was pretty amazing front to back. I loved seeing all the Crystal King Vengestone stuff. I'm excited to dive on into that with the next arc of this season. Overall guys, this episode was very, very good. Loved seeing all the villains back, and of course that big reveal of Harumi towards the end of the episode just made me smile, made me super excited to see Harumi back again. You guys have no idea how excited I was to see Harumi's face again. Overall guys, the episode had a few minor problems, but nothing too major. In terms of a final score, I'm going to give episode 12 of Ninjago Crystallized a 9 out of 10. And now we wait to see what else happens with Ninjago Crystallized. When will the next episodes come out? Maybe they'll be up by the time this review gets out there. Could not tell you. In the meantime guys, thank you so much for watching today's review. Hopefully you enjoyed hearing my thoughts on episode 12 of Ninjago Crystallized. Leave all your thoughts down below in the comments regarding this episode and my review, and hopefully you enjoyed. Thank you all very much for watching. My name is TannerFishies, and I will catch you guys again later. Peace.